Hey everybody, how you guys doing? Hope you guys are doing well. Today we're going to be driving my Tesla Model 3 using hardware 3 running version 14.1 Lite, and the roads we're going to be driving on are highways and some busy regular streets in Toronto, and then we're going to do a little bit of parking at the end and a little bit of a bad plaza. So we're going to see how it does, and let's just start the self-driving. So if you guys are new to the channel, be sure to like and subscribe because I post videos like this one literally almost every single day. And if you guys are regular viewers of the channel, be sure to check out the channel memberships. It'll really help support the channel just a little bit more. And I think I did that intro very fast. I should be a rapper. But we are getting out of this plaza very nicely, and it navigated out of its parking spot and started to go out of the plaza very nicely. Let me just adjust the camera here. Might be a little bit weird. But we are exiting the plaza, and that car was pretty close, but it is a pretty tight exit here. I'm gonna press the accelerator just to give us a little bit of just to get this spot here, be a little bit more assertive with that one. And yeah, we got out of the plaza, and we're gonna be making our way to the highway where we will get off like a few stops later. So how you guys doing? Hope you guys are doing well. If you guys have been checking out the recent videos about version 14.1 Lite, you would know that it has been performing pretty well. The parking is a little bit hit and miss. I've been having a lot better luck with version 14.1 over version 14 Lite. And I know a lot of you guys own a Tesla, maybe an older Tesla, using these 14 Lite updates or versions. And I would like to know whether you guys are having a good experience as well. So if you guys have version 14 Lite as well, be sure to comment down your experience. And if you guys have a newer Tesla, comment down if it compares to your guys' experience. So we're getting on the exit ramp here. It makes a right, and it has a signal for a little bit, and now we're just following this Toyota very smoothly, very nicely. A little bit of a bend here with this curve for the on-ramp. We're going pretty slowly. I'm just going to put it in standard mode just to see how it handles the flow of traffic. The speed limit of the 400 is apparently raising to 110. So cars are even going faster, which they usually do. They usually go 120, 130, 140, which is pretty insane because the speed limit is usually 100. I like to stick in the 105, 100, all the way in the right lane because I'm a grandma. I drive like a goddamn grandma. And yeah, it's just my preference personally. There's a beautiful old V8 Toyota there. That's awesome. Love me some old Toyotas. Honestly, I love me some old cars. Old cars are cool. But we are driving on this highway now. We got up to speed 110 here. This might be a little too fast for me personally. We're gonna put it in chill, go a little bit slower. 103 is perfectly fine here. Like I was saying, like that dude's probably going 130, 140, but that's kind of just how everybody, even the trucks are going a little bit fast, but that's kind of just how people look. The speed limit, it says 110. It says 110. I haven't seen that. I haven't seen that before here. It's always 100. So I guess I gotta go this speed limit. So I guess I have to go 110, right? I'm usually a speed limit guy, so I guess I have to go 110 now that it's the speed limit. So if you guys are in the Toronto area, if you guys are in America too, like what is your opinion on raising the speed limit? It's probably like 65 miles an hour instead of 60. So it's not that big of a difference, but usually with Toronto people and I guess everybody here, if the speed limit's 110, that means you could go 130, 140 comfortably. It's like the unofficial speed limit is going faster, which you definitely should not do. You should stick to the speed limit, guys. We got to be safe. But yeah, it'd be pretty cool to see what you guys' opinions, and yeah, whether or not it's a safe, good change. I don't know if it would matter too much because the highway's always backed up anyways, but it would be cool to see what you guys think. But lesson of or moral of the story, just be safe, guys. Stick around the speed limit. Don't go too fast. And yeah. But FSD is doing a pretty good job today. It was doing that whole highway drive very well that I was able to just yap about some local news here. we are slowing down just behind this truck. Personally, I don't like to be behind trucks, so hopefully FSD gets over. Going around 80 kilometers an hour just to stick with the cars here. Getting over to the right lane here. Our exit is coming up. We need to get over once more. FSD is doing a good job though. This is probably the worst place to be because the truck will just kick up stuff onto our windshield here. I do hear some like sand or something hitting our car. I don't know if the microphone's gonna pick that up. It's like little tapping noises. It's probably all the dirt from the tires on this truck. Whoa, 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 whoa. Gets over to the right lane. Kind of missed a little jerky movement there. Usually it doesn't go in the right lane before, because with version 14 Lite and end of version 12.6. Why is it going back over to the left? We need to be in the right lane. There's no cars behind us, so we should be able to see just what FSD does here. We're supposed to be in the right lane there, but it got over to the left. Our window's closing this truck, and whoa, 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 that's crazy. That's crazy. It was really, really hesitant there. Really struggles with this right turn, and I have no idea why. I didn't fail, so I'm not going to send the voice message, but whoa, 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 even crazier movement there. That was weird. That was weird. Very weird. We are going straight on this intersection, so should be more on the right here, but being in the left is no problem. I guess the truck is making FSD kind of panic here. That was weird. That was weird. Weird exit at version 14 and end of version 12.6.4 were messing up that right turn off the exit ramp a lot. So it's pretty crazy to see version 14.1 Lite also have that issue as well. Mainly gonna see, or I hope to see improvements of version 14 Lite there, or version 14.1 Lite. We need to be in the right lane because this left lane backs up because of this left turn. So it'd be interesting to see how it handles this. This is a pretty bad part of the drive of this route. So pretty interesting to see what it would do here. Would it get over? Will it want me to take over? Would it want, because like usually with whenever this happens, I just put the turn signal on to get it over to the right lane there, because the right lane will pass through while the left lane backs up for the left turn. So it'd be interesting to see what it does here actually, especially with this version 14.1 Lite. We'll see. Hopefully it gets over. Light turns yellow. We'd actually get through going this in this lane actually, because there might be an advance for the left turn lane, so we might be able to get through here. But yeah, it's been interesting to see the evolution of FSD on these older Teslas, hardware 3. I definitely want to get a newer Tesla with the latest hardware to see how, you know, the best Tesla could offer handles FSD. But even with hardware 3, it's like pretty good. It's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. The only thing that sucks is the fact that, you know, you can't really, well, why are we going in the left lane here? Okay, that's weird. Yeah, we need to be in the left lane, not the left turn lane, my bad. But yeah, it's like, you know, it's pretty good, but, you know, you can't like be distracted or anything. It does do some weird stuff sometimes, especially like with that exit ramp. This definitely wouldn't be driverless. I don't think it'll ever be unsupervised. But it's pretty good. It's pretty good. If this was cheaper, if it wasn't $100 a month, I would say this is like, you need it. Like, it's pretty awesome. Like to reduce fatigue, to reduce you know, driving stress and stuff like that. I love driving, but there are some drives I don't want to drive. There are some drives I don't want to do. And FSD could really help you know, make those drives a little bit less stressful. The only problem is that it's pretty expensive, and feel like that's scaring everybody. And yeah, if it was like $10 a month, that'd be awesome. But I'd rather just want to buy it out. I wouldn't want to. I don't really like subscriptions, but that's just me. So I wonder what you guys think about, I wonder what you guys think about that. Yeah. But now we're moving, so I could quit yapping, and we are perfectly centered in the lane here, keeping a good distance behind this Kia. Not too bad, not too bad. Going very smoothly, smooth acceleration, smooth driving, no weird speed like anomalies or anything. Slowing down behind this Hyundai, doing a really good job. We are coming up on our destination, where we will see how it parks in a very terrible plaza. I tried to find some like weird ones where you might be able to see FSD and auto park or whatever, the auto park segment of FSD really pushed to its limits here, with a pretty terrible Toronto parking spot. We're getting over to the right here. Slows down very nicely. Very good job. Some nice Mercedes here. We got an old Mercedes and these new ones. I wonder if Mercedes have some self-driving features. I'm not too sure. I know Chevrolet, Cadillac, and stuff, they have these self-driving features. I would totally love to try those out. Maybe when this channel's big enough and I don't know, dealerships and stuff would want to promote their cars, I would totally try them out. But it's like I want to keep the channel unbiased and stuff. Like I feel like, you know, I might be like a Tesla hater sometimes, but I love FSD. I guess I say my critiques with love because I use FSD a lot. Well, 60% of my drives are FSD according to that. I'm definitely nowhere near 90%, 70%. I like to drive, so I do drive most of my routes, but some of the drives where I think would make a good video, or some routes that I choose, I make videos on. I don't make videos of the drives I want to drive. So we're gonna get into this plaza. Whoa, weird. He was going all the way in the right there. Honestly, this is exactly, that was so close. Holy. Now we're coming up on some people chilling outside, and this is gonna be so weird if I park in front of them. So thank you, Tesla, for not parking in front of them. And it parks in the lines here. It looked like a pretty bad job because it's all the way on the right, and it's set to take over immediately. But we are all the way on the right there, and I would say that's pretty bad. So yeah, comment down below what you guys think. How'd you guys think FSD did? If you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to like and subscribe. And if you guys are new to the channel, be sure to like and subscribe. And if you guys are regular viewers of the channel, be sure to check out the channel memberships. It'll really help support the channel out. And yeah, comment down below what you guys think. Have a great rest of your day, and stay safe, guys. Peace.